Hello friends, welcome to AQYS YouTube channel. This session is a part of our quick revision series Prelims Atulya, and in today's session we'll discuss some important reports, indices and schemes. So these reports, indices and schemes have been in the news, and this session is going to be very important for you. There might be at least a couple of questions out of this session today. So let's get started. Let's try to have a little idea about these reports, indices and schemes. First, we will talk about Human Development Report. Here you have to focus on UNDP because this report it is published by United Nations Development Program. Now India was ranked 131. Although India falls in medium human development category, but we have come a long way. Why? Because in 1990 India scored 0.645. So we have done really well now. We have made considerable amount of progress. Now you have to focus on one important fact. This is very important. Remember that this Human Development Report, it was released in 1990 for the very first time. And it was released by Pakistani economist Mehboob ul Haq along with Amartya Sen. So this fact is also important that it was released for the very first time in 1990. And here you can memorize the theme also. So the theme was Human Development and Anthropocene. Now you have to understand one thing, that different themes have been explored over the years. But one thing has been common, and that thing is human development. This has been the approach. Okay, so now let's talk about 5 more indices under Human Development Report. These indices are Human Development Index, Inequality Adjusted Human Development Index, Gender Development Index, Gender Inequality Index, and Multi-Dimensional Poverty Index. So these indices are part of Human Development Report. These are released under HDR, which is Human Development Report. So remember, this Human Development Report, it is released by UNDP. This fact is very important. Now let's move forward. Let's talk about Index of Industrial Production. Now this index, it measures the changes in the volume of production of industrial products. So it actually assesses, it actually evaluates the productivity of different industrial groups. Now remember, it is compiled and published monthly. Now this fact is important because there might be a statement in your examination that it is released once in the fiscal year, or maybe it is released twice in the fiscal year. But here you have to remember that it is compiled and published monthly by NSO. Now there is one more fact you should remember, and that fact is that base year for Index of Industrial Production is 2011-2012. So this is the base year. Now we will talk about World Social Protection Report. See, this report, it is released by International Labour Organization. And this report, it has released a very interesting fact, and you would love to know it. And this fact is that globally 4.1 billion people are living without any social safety net. This is such an interesting point, and you can mention this point while writing the mains answer, that 4.1 billion people are living without any social safety net of any kind. Now this report highlighted that response to COVID-19, it was not sufficient, it was not adequate. A lot could have been done while fighting the battle against COVID-19. Moreover, this report highlighted that we must achieve the target of universal social protection. Okay, so this is what this report highlighted. Now, as I said, this report, it is released by International Labour Organization. So let me tell you a little bit about ILO. It is a specialized agency, although it became a specialized agency in 1946, and it was established in 1919. And if I recall correctly, it was established by the Treaty of Versailles. And one fact is also very important regarding ILO, and you must remember that it received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1969. Okay, so as far as ILO is concerned, remember it is a specialized agency, and it was established in 1919, and it received this specialized agency status in 1946. And remember about this Nobel Peace Prize fact also, that it received this prize in 1969. Now let's move forward. Let's talk about Energy Transition Index report. Now this report becomes extremely important because in the recent times we have seen the focus has been on energy transition. the focus has been on clean energy. So that's why this report becomes important. Now remember, this report, it is released by World Economic Forum, and India's position has improved as far as this index is concerned. Right now, India is doing really well as far as renewable energy is concerned, as far as clean energy is concerned. So India's rank is 74. Perhaps it was 76 last time, but now India's rank is 74. So from the prelims perspective, just remember that India's position has improved in the field of energy transition. And this report, it is released by World Economic Forum. Now let's talk about Pradhanmantri Jan-Dhan Yojna. Now this scheme actually, it was launched to cover the weaker sections, low income groups. So government wanted to bring all these people under the net of financial inclusion. So recently this scheme completed 7 years of successful implementation. So that's why this scheme was in news, and it becomes important from your prelims perspective. So there are 6 pillars of this scheme. First pillar is universal access to banking services. It means we have to cover the unbanked population also. We'll have to bring more and more people under financial inclusion net. For that, business correspondents, they should be made to reach out to all these people who do not have the bank accounts. And the second pillar is basic savings bank accounts with overdraft facility, financial literacy program, creation of credit guarantee fund, insurance, pension scheme for the unorganized sector. So all these 6 pillars are important, and there might be a question in your prelims. Okay, so it was in news. Why? Because it actually completed 7 years of successful implementation. Now let's talk about Pradhanmantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojna. See, this scheme, it was launched as a response to COVID-19. And under this scheme, a person who is covered under National Food Security Act, this person is provided with an additional 5 kg grains in addition to 5 kg of subsidized food grain. Okay, so 5 plus 5, 10 kgs. So this fact is important, that a person who is covered under NFSA, which is National Food Security Act, that person will be given an additional 5 kg grains in addition to the 5 kg of subsidized food grains under PDS, Public Distribution System. Okay, so remember, it was launched to fight the battle against COVID-19. Now let's talk about National Pension System. See, this National Pension System, it was introduced in January 2004. And one important fact that you must remember, that this facility, this scheme, it is not available for armed forces. And remember, it was made available to all citizens of India from May 2009. Now, one more fact you must know, that OCI cardholders and PIO cardholders and Hindu undivided families are not eligible for opening these national pension accounts. Now, this national pension accounts, under this system, there are 2 tiers. Okay, tier 1 and tier 2. Under tier 1, you can have permanent retirement account. It means your money will be deposited in this account and you won't be able to withdraw. Okay, although this money will be invested as per the options of the subscriber, but you cannot withdraw the money. Now, the second tier is that you can have one account from which you can withdraw the money, but you'll be able to have this tier 2 account once you have the tier 1 account. Okay, so all these facts are important as far as NPS is concerned. These facts are very important. Remember that it was launched in 2004 and it came into effect in 2009, and PIO holders and OCI card holders, they cannot actually open this NPS accounts. So all these facts are important. So that's all I wanted to discuss in today's session, and you can download these notes and keep revising. Prelims is around the corner. This is a very crucial time for all of you. So keep working hard, and if you have any suggestions, you can mention in the comment section. And if you have liked our initiative, you can subscribe our YouTube channel for more such videos. You can follow our social media platforms for daily current affairs content, because we provide daily current affairs on our various social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Telegram. And that's all. I'll see you in the next session soon. Bye bye. Thank you very much. Take care.